You okay? I think I don't know. Yes. Oh, I'm hurt. It's important to get him to as quick as we can.
And you can see him paying extra attention to one of his hands and forearms.
Yeah, that impact. You could hear in his voice how much it hurt. Anytime you're on the outside and a car hits you that hard and shoves you into the wall with all of the force of the car underneath you, those are massive impacts, Steve. Those are some of the biggest wrecks I ever had.
Marty?
This is just massive for the playoffs, as everyone has talked about. Martin Truex Jr. came in plus 58, and the word just now from James Small telling Martin Truex Jr. to get out of the car. Truex came in the weekend and said, we just need a clean, smart race, and early on, they're going to be out of it. And man, can they make the playoffs now? That's something we're going to be watching all evening long.
Look at that. Currently,
this depends on Truex making it for a championship in his final year.
Busher Chastain still on the racetrack.
Saw the guy punch the car in frustration.
We know that's Bubba Wallace's goal today.
the race had only just got going, and one of the playoff contenders is out.
It's Toyota's National.
It's going to be an interesting night, to say the least, for those guys, and we will update you when we know more about Ryan Blaney's physical condition as he was headed to the infield medical center. So, as we check in with Dale Jarrett, Kyle Petty, fellas, points implications already at such an early stage in the race. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, Lee, it's just amazing. We sat here and talked about the difficulty of that, but we also did, just like Jeff Burton said, been there, you know, and you understand what's at stake here, but, you know, you're still a race driver, and that's your mentality, JP.
Yeah, it's amazing. As you watch this, and they called it perfectly in the booth, we see Truex just get in over his head a little bit, wants to stay off the 24, overcorrects, and takes Blaney up in the wall. What's fascinating is we sat here, as we watch all these angles, we sat here and talked about Gibbs, talked about Busher, talked about Wallace and Chastain. We never mentioned
probably
Truex.
What hurt his hand was
a rookie
whenever the car
mistake
hit the wall
by a guy who has won at this racetrack and knows you have to race the racetrack every lap.
There probably hurt Rain's
shocked right now, and hopefully this will send a message to these other guys. Step back a little bit.
Yeah, the impact for the playoffs possibly, and Ryan Blaney came in here fourth in the regular season, certainly going to drop from there, and those points could be valuable in the...
A few moments ago, Truex stepping from his car and also heading to the infield medical center just for a check. Jeff, you highlighted it in one of those replays. Chris Busher, one of the playoff hopefuls, just narrowly avoiding that incident.
Clarify what you were talking about and what happened.
Clearly me. Yeah, it was all my fault, all my doing, and I got a run on the 24 and went to the inside and thought everything was going fine, and the car just took off and I ran into it. So obviously that was on me, and I hate it for my guys at Bass Pro Shops and Toyota, everybody. We had a phenomenal race car, and I know this is like the longest race of the year. Just a dumb mistake on my part.
This is your last full-time season in the Cup Series. Right now, as it stands, you are not a part of the playoff picture. Describe the emotions attached to that.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. You know, we've had a miserable 2 months. Fast cars, nothing to show for it, and again tonight, you know, tonight was on me. So, sorry to my team and all the guys that worked so hard.
Classic Truex. You know, he is. Does it still surprise you? Because it does mean that Eric Jones shows up to Darlington and the light switch just...
Marty Snyder standing by. Take it away.
Kyle Larson comes to his pit stall, which is down turn towards turn 4. Also, Joey Logano here on pit road. Everybody should fit in a very small window here. Cliff Danielson, he out your car to Kyle Larson. He simply said, really good. Dave?
Bubba Wallace seemed very happy with the 23 car when he was asked to give a balance check by his crew. He said it's just a little greasy when I'm running really hard. That's not something they really adjust for. That's just what they want to hear from the driver in terms of what he's feeling. He'll get 4 Goodyear tires and a fuel filled here, and he's got that first pit stall. Hardy.
Tyler Reddick, who ran second to his teammate Bubba Wallace when we that run, said at the very end, I feel like I'm burning up the rears just a little bit so I could stand to be a hair tighter. Otherwise, very happy as green flag pit stop. The first set happening here at Darlington in the Southern 500. And look how busy pit road is, Lee.
And successful for Kyle Larson. The 5 beat the 23 off.
Yeah, that first pit stop of the 23 will be a big advantage under yellow, but under green, no real advantage, almost a disadvantage. But you're so close to getting up to speed as we see Reddick pull away. Kyle Larson overtook the 23 car. Still some cars to come to pit road, but the 5 will assume the lead of the race.